Hello everybody, welcome back to Rain and Pours. I am Mitch and today I'm doing another quick Dutch pour. I'm using a black base which is Montmartre Lamp Black. I have Matisse Magenta Quin Violet. I have This Little Piggy Show Pony and I have medium pink, Magenta Light. Magenta Light, okay? So you've seen how these Dutch pours tend to go, so I'm going to get straight into it. Let's see, where's my spatula? Keep it over here so it doesn't get dirty. So I've got my big old spatula like Canella uses. This is an OXO Good Grips spatula. You can get these on Amazon. And I'm going to flood my canvas with my black paint. Now I'm trying something different today. I'm trying different variations of my ratio to try and find the perfect ratio that's not going to make hundreds and hundreds of cells, but also that's going to give me some cells. Okay, so I have my mixture is... my mouse is covering that. So I've got 2 parts Australian Floetrol, 1 part gloss medium from Liquitex, and then I've mixed that to 1 part paint. So all up, I mixed up 400 grams of Australian Floetrol, 200 grams of Liquitex gloss medium, and it's the equivalent of 200 grams of paint mixed into all of that. So I've just weighed out my paints, weighed out the gloss medium, basically 3 parts of the pouring medium to 1 part of paint, and that's going to make the perfect ratio. So the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that I put this somewhere safe, because that's my Floetrol mixture. Oh, I have enough in there, yes. So I'm going to put that into an airtight container. That'll do it. So this is my pouring medium. So the idea is that I'm mixing up my pouring medium in advance so that when I do my Dutch pour classes, I can mix everything accordingly and just mix the paint in. So that way people aren't having to measure, you know, all of their ingredients at once. I can do that ahead of time and know that we can save a bit of time on that. And now we can flood our canvas. So as Canella does, let's run a bead around the outside. And we'll do a loop in the middle. I am going to get this ugly ass hair out of here. And I'm hoping there's a little bit of paint left in there in case we need it. Now, let's use our spatula to go over the edges. Just pushing that paint over. Dabbing the paint on. It's better to dab than to scrape, because that way you've got more chance of leaving paint on there and not taking it away. Now I'll do the front side first so I can see what I'm doing, and then I'll flip my canvas around. I do like working with black paint and a black base because you can see exactly where your color is. Around. Oh, my bowl fell off. Okay, so now that I know that edge is covered, I can cover these front ones. Okay, now we just want to even out the paint that we've got on here. We don't want to see any bare edges of canvas because they will show up in the final thing. And I'm just smoothing out the paint so that everything flows nicely. Now for the edges, I will use just a little bit of what's left in that cup. And I'm going to clean off my spatula now so that I don't have to do it later, because it's much easier to clean anything that's made of silicone before it dries, otherwise the paint will never come off. Especially black paint. Okay, that's nice and clean, ready for the next use, and that paper towel is still good. Let's go over any bits that may need attention. And I did spray the back of my canvas with water beforehand. Oop, there are gloops in my paint. That's not good. All right. Now I'm just going to pick this up and tilt gently. We don't want that goober. Tilt gently to even out the paint. And I intentionally made this batch of black and this batch of paints a little bit thicker than my previous batches, because I just want to see how that does, to see if there's any difference in cell development. Now I do have just a little bit of black here from my previous batch. This shouldn't change things too much, just to fill in any bare bits down the bottom here and at the top. I keep dropping everything. I'm trying to be really gentle, but my hands are going all over the place. Alright, so the first colour I want to lay down today is my Magenta Quin Light, and this has been mixed with a little bit of Matisse Antique White to make it a bit more opaque. I've got a really nice hot pink colour. Then I have my Matisse Magenta Light. And then TLP Show Pony. And if you're interested in buying the This Little Piggy pigments, they also sell, Fluid Art Co. also sell these awesome mixing sticks. You can do that at fluid-art.co. There is a link in the description below. They sell a whole heap of awesome tools for paint pouring as well, and depending on your location in the world, they also sell Amsterdam paints, soon to offer Tri-Art paint, lots of really cool, exciting things. Now, normally I would add a little bit of white to this as well, just for a bit of contrast, but I forgot. So, we're going to roll with this. I'm going to use my chef's torch to pop the bubbles. And then we're going to blow this out. So my hairdryer is on low, and I'm just going to aim for the center of the colors to blow them out. Okay, so what you saw me do there was tilt my hairdryer on the side, and that's going to give me a long, tall, narrow stream of air compared to a flat stream of air, and that gives me more control and direction. And this looks pretty cool. I wonder if I can get some cell and blowout action happening here. Cool. Looking pretty cool. Okay, I'm going to torch one more time for bubbles. And otherwise, I'm pretty happy with how this one's looking. So let's get our little torch out. I'm going to see if there is any massive lumps of paint here, because we don't want that. I don't think there are. And I'm just going to torch to see if we can get some cells happening. Cool. I really like this one. I do like this swath of black that sort of cuts through here, and it also cuts down here, and I think that breaks the piece up a little bit. There's a little explosion of cells at the top here, which is really cool. Just going to dip the tip of my finger in here to try and bring that little bit of color out. Bring this little bit of color up and around so it's not so pokey outy. This is really, really cool. All right, we'll let this one dry and then I'll show you the dried results. Now I will grab my two blue artworks to show you those. Well, I'll grab one of them, because one of them is fully dry. Check this out. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh, I lie, it's not fully dry. I can see wet patches. How cool is that? So that blue in the middle, that is the Pebeo Iridescent Blue Black, and you can definitely see that it dries very different to how it looks in the bottle, which I love, because it's so much deeper and richer when it's dry. So with that beautiful gold in there, I think this looks stunning. And this is what we are painting in my next Dutch pour class. So the first one, we were doing the red and purple, the fiery Dutch pour. This one is the icy Dutch pour. So if you're interested in doing those, you can find the links to the Creative Fringe website to book your workshop down below, and head to the Creative Fringe website as well, thecreativefringe.com.au, to find all of the links to book those classes. They are live in person in Penrith, New South Wales, so if you're in the area and you'd like to take a class with me, go ahead and do that. Alright everyone, let's have a look at a close-up of our pink pour. Look at these beautiful cells. Look at that show pony shimmering away there. Got some really nice cell development here. Very happy with this mixture. I think this pouring medium is pretty much spot on for what I want. We've got a good balance of colour and some really nice cells happening, which is what I like. I love these bits where the colour sinks under the black and you get them peeping through as little spots of colour like here. I just think that's so awesome. I love when I get those in my blooms, and now I'm loving when I get those in my Dutch pours. So here we go with the full thing. Looks pretty cool to me. Guys, this one was a nice quick video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back next time to show you the dried results of this one. And don't forget, if you're liking what I'm doing here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.